Have you ever truly stopped to consider how much of your personal information is floating around in the digital ether, especially when you engage with online platforms that handle your finances? In the world of cryptocurrency, where decentralization often clashes with regulatory demands, understanding how a major exchange like Kraken handles your data isn't just a matter of curiosity. It's crucial for your security, your privacy, and your peace of mind. Today, we're diving deep into the Kraken privacy policy. It's a document that, for many, remains unread, a checkbox clicked without a second thought. But within its legal jargon lies the blueprint for how Kraken collects, uses, shares, and protects your most sensitive information. We'll break down what kind of data they gather, why they need it, who they might share it with, and perhaps most importantly, what rights you have as a user. This isn't just about understanding a document, it's about empowering you to make informed decisions about your digital footprint in the ever-evolving crypto landscape. So, let's start with the basics. What exactly is the Kraken privacy policy? In essence, it's a legal agreement between you and Kraken that outlines their practices regarding your personal data. It's designed to be transparent, though the legal language can sometimes make that transparency a bit opaque. The policy is regularly updated to reflect changes in regulations, technology, and Kraken's own operations, so it's always a good idea to refer to the most current version available on their official website. Now, let's talk about the data. What kind of information does Kraken collect from you? It's more than just your email address and a password. When you sign up for a Kraken account, you're initiating a process known as Know Your Customer, or KYC. This is a regulatory requirement for financial institutions, including crypto exchanges, designed to prevent money laundering, terrorist financing, and other illicit activities. So, what does KYC entail for Kraken? They collect a significant amount of personal identifying information, often referred to as PII. This typically includes your full name, date of birth, residential address, nationality, and contact details like phone numbers and email addresses. To verify this information, Kraken will often require you to upload government-issued identification documents, such as your passport or driver's license. They might also ask for proof of address, like a utility bill or bank statement. Beyond this core PII, Kraken also collects financial information. This includes details about your bank accounts, payment methods you link to your account, and of course, your cryptocurrency transaction history. Every trade you make, every deposit, every withdrawal, it's all recorded. This isn't just for your own account management, it's also a vital part of their compliance with financial regulations and their internal fraud prevention measures. But the data collection doesn't stop there. Like many online platforms, Kraken gathers information about your device and how you interact with their services. This can include your IP address, browser type, operating system, and even details about your network connection. They use cookies and similar tracking technologies to understand your browse habits on their website, to personalize your experience, and for security purposes. For instance, performance cookies help them understand which parts of their site are most popular, while functional cookies enable features like remembering your login details. They also use advertising cookies, which, if you're a U.S. resident, you may have do not share rights regarding. And in an increasingly interconnected world, Kraken also collects information related to your professional background, especially if you're applying for certain services or job opportunities. This can include your job applications, CVs, background checks, and evidence of your right to work. Perhaps one of the more sensitive areas of data collection is biometric data. Yes, Kraken does collect biometric data to verify or confirm your identity, particularly during initial account setup and at any point thereafter as deemed necessary. This could involve facial recognition scans if you're using certain identity verification methods. Kraken states they inform you before collecting biometric data and obtain your consent where required by law, especially in jurisdictions like the US and Canada. They also have a clear policy on the retention and destruction of this data, typically destroying it within 3 years of your last interaction unless a longer retention period is legally required for security or regulatory compliance. Importantly, Kraken explicitly states they do not sell, lease, trade, or otherwise profit from biometric data. So, why does Kraken collect all this information? It boils down to several key reasons. Firstly, and perhaps most importantly, is regulatory compliance. As a regulated financial institution, Kraken is legally obligated to comply with anti-money laundering, AML, and Know Your Customer, KYC, laws across various jurisdictions. This data allows them to verify your identity, monitor transactions for suspicious activity, and report anything that might indicate illicit financial behavior. Without this data, they simply wouldn't be able to operate legally in many parts of the world. Secondly, it's for providing and improving their services. The information they collect helps them to manage your account, process your transactions, provide customer support, and personalize your experience on their platform. By analyzing how users interact with their services, they can identify areas for improvement, develop new features, and troubleshoot issues. For example, usage data helps them understand which features are most used and how they can optimize performance. Thirdly, security and fraud prevention are paramount. Your personal information is vital for protecting your account from unauthorized access and for safeguarding the entire platform from fraudulent activities. By having your verified identity and monitoring your transaction patterns, Kraken can identify and mitigate risks. This is why features like two-factor authentication, 2FA, master keys, and email confirmations for withdrawals are so crucial, and why they implement strict internal controls and encryption for your data. Fourthly, there's communication. Kraken uses your contact information to send you important updates about your account, security alerts, and sometimes even marketing communications, though the latter often requires your consent. Finally, like many businesses, they collect data for internal operations and analytics. This helps them understand market trends, assess their own performance, and make informed business decisions. Now, a critical question for many users: who does Kraken share your personal information with? This is an area where privacy policies can get a bit vague, but Kraken's aims to be relatively clear. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.